Looking forward to a show that is dedicated to women. Looking forward to a show that motivates you and tell you you are special as you are. Then look nowhere further. This is the Ladies Wing Show. It is a show dedicated to young women who are in society and find themselves to be inferior. We are here to motivate you. We are here to tell you that yes, indeed, you can do it. And join us every single Saturday as we invite wonderful panelists who have accomplished so much in society to share with you their experience. And then I know for a fact that your life will be
Hello there. Welcome to the Ladies Wing Show, a show dedicated to uplifting women and telling them they are capable of whatever they put their minds to. Today, I have here with me an amazing and beautiful young woman who is accomplishing so much. But before I introduce her, let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Be confident. Jehovah the lifter of men. From nothing you made me something. When people laughed you kept blessing. I was down with no direction, but your grace became my protection. Many nights I cried in silence, fighting battles with no guidance, but your hand pulled me from darkness.
Let's go straight into allowing the woman of the moment to introduce herself. Mommy, take it over from here.
Thank you very much, NAA. You've wowed me. So, my name is Lady RITA BRUCE-Attuquayefio. I help brands to bring their products alive online, and it's one thing that makes me very happy to see my clients are very happy with the work that I do. Aside my professional skills, I'm also a mother, a wife, and a Sunday school teacher. I'm driven with passion to be a voice for the voiceless, especially for children. And it is always exciting for me to be able to impact into the world with the little knowledge that I have, and to leave a legacy that will live on when I am no more. Me too. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so now let's move on straight to business. And today we are talking about finding your purpose and passion as a woman, finding your purpose and passion as a young lady, as the lady and as the beautiful young lady that you are, finding your purpose and your passion. This brings me to my first question. I know that I know there's always a starting point where you realize that this is what I wanted to do. I want you to brief us on how you realize that this is exactly who I want to be, what I want to become, and who you are now. When did you realize that?
Thank you again, NAA. So it wasn't something that just happened. It was a quiet reflection. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm one person that likes to see people smiling, especially children.
Yeah.
And so it has led me on my path as a customer service person. I've even mystery shopped before, because customer service is one thing that is very, very important to me. To be able to wow your customer, to put a smile on that customer when they didn't know that anything is going to happen, that you're able to make it happen for them, is very satisfactory and exciting, you know. So Lady RITA wanted to be a lawyer one time in her life, but along the line the path changed. And I developed love for French and then development communication, because I realized that in our society, dialoguing is something that is missing in our way of doing things. So there are lots of bickering and stuff happening So I wanted to bridge that gap and be a voice for the voiceless. And I believe that I'm on that path, not just in my professional role, but in serving my community as a Sunday school teacher and also as a Good News Club teacher, right? So then the question is, what is passion and what is purpose?
Yeah.
Right. So passion is that thing that you love to do all the time, while purpose is deeper. Even when the odds are against you, you still want to thrive and do it and make it work. So once you're able to find that passion and you have that purpose, that's the drive to go with it, I believe that the sky is just the beginning. You keep going and nothing will stop you because you know what you want and you're going for it.
Yeah. Talking about passion and purpose, every time I have a conversation with people that are very accomplished as you are, it's all about finding your purpose, finding and knowing what your passion is, what you're passionate about, and working towards it. I want to know, how did you find this purpose as an individual? Because everyone is talking about finding purpose, finding purpose. How then did Lady Rita get to a point where she could identify that this is my purpose and this is what I want to do?
So like I said earlier, there's always that thing that makes you excited when you're doing it, right? It takes very little effort from you to get it done. So you realize that is that fire. There's that fire that burns in you. I choose to use fire when you are executing. You have smiles on your face. It doesn't drain you.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then you realize that is your passion. And then now, once you decide to make that a mission, that's your purpose, you find out that sometimes there are certain passions that come and go. There's so many things that I've done photography before. The passion was there. My husband and I had an agency that we were running. But along the line, the passion just died down. And so we have that portfolio there, but we've moved into other ventures. Exactly. But you need to nurture the passion. You need to, like I said, fire it up. And so for me, customer service, there's nothing that can make me not like doing customer service. So in my line of work, when, like I said, a customer is upset, it excites me, not in a bad way, but for me to be able to calm the customer down and ensure that the customer leaves happy on our virtual platform is something that is very satisfactory for me, right? So anything that you set out to do that brings you joy, and you see that this thing makes me really happy when I'm doing it, then you need to start discovering yourself and finding out if truly this is what I want, and then you pursue it to the latter.
Okay, that's amazing. Very, very amazing. And one thing that I took from what you said is that passion dies off. At a point in time, it dies. But then purpose is one thing that you carry on, and it goes on until it's been accomplished. And that's something I took from it. One thing I want to ask is, what is some of the experience that shaped you into becoming who you are today?
Okay. So all the different aspects of my life currently have one way or the other impacted my life. I'll start with being a mother. To be a mother, you need to bring on you're not sure what you're doing, because you have one child, is different. You have two, they are different. Three are different. The experiences are different. You need to find different ways and means to manage them. So you grow your patience and you also learn to accommodate a lot of things that previously you couldn't do. Okay. And then when you're a wife, you learn partnership. And you also learn to do compromise. and not in a bad way, but you meet each other halfway to get the job done. And in the professional space, I've learned resilience, okay, to be able to navigate all the different individuals that you meet as you work in the corporate space.
Okay, so the societal expectations or expectations from you as a woman, did it some way or the other limit you in your choices?
I would say yes and no.
Okay.
And being a sociology student, we belong to the society. Man cannot live in isolation. So there are certain norms and there are certain things that society has defined for us to follow. So when you want to break that status quo, sometimes you become a deviant. And you need a family system to help you. Where you do not have the family system, then you have to fall on your inner strength to make sure that you stay true to yourself and you self-motivate yourself, even when the going gets tough. So there are days or there are times that society favors you, and there are days and times that society is against you. Now, if you don't have purpose and you are not driven, then you'll be at a loss and you would be asking the why question and even sometimes give up. But where you have the purpose to go on and you drive yourself to the end, you realize that you can do it and you make it.
Okay, that's amazing. I must say you are telling me so many things that I personally do need for my life as a young lady as well, because I want to be like you one day when I grow up.
Thank you, okay. Thank you so much.
This is it. Most people say that failures or failure in particular deter people from achieving what they want to achieve in life, or sometimes makes them lose focus. Initially, I wanted to be an for my mom growing up. As I was growing, I said, no, I want to be a president. But I got to a point, I realized, so let me change. Let me do more of calculations. And I ended up in the finance field. So I want to know, do failures help young lady discover who they are, or is it something that it deters them from going forward?
For me, failure is very necessary in our growth path and absolutely very, very important. And it is not a deterrent to success. I would say that failure rather helps you and makes clear your path to success, right? So you tried something and you failed. It means that now you know that this path will not work for me. And so you are one step ahead of the person that is now going to start that path. And you are even in a better position to advise the person that I tried this and it didn't work, so you can try something else, right? So failure for me has never been a stumbling block. On the contrary, it excites me to know that, oh, okay, I got this, and lady, let's try again. And so you need to let failure be a teacher and not one that drags you down.
Failure has to be a teacher,
yes,
and not one that drags you down. On this note, we'll go on a quick commercial break, after which we'll continue with our discussions.
If you don't stop calling, then I can't let go. When you're drunk and saying that you need me close, please don't keep me haunted by your ghost. When you leave me, all I hear is your light.
You're welcome back to the Ladies' Wig Show, and we continue our discussion with Lady Rita, my personal mentor now. So, mommy, let's continue our conversation. I want to know, does education and mentorship nurture a young lady to become who she wants to be? Does it play any important role in the life of a young, beautiful young lady like you?
education is important, but not all of us are cut out to be in school. And by education, it is not just formal education that is necessary. There are other forms of education, and the local parlance we call it Ifie Nyansa. It's also education. So for me, yes, formal education is important, but there are other women who are not educated, who are making it and driving change and impact in places that there is no social media, there are no trends, but the impacts that they are making, they are changing lives and they are changing communities. And so for me, it is not just the doctor or the development communicator who is important. We have footballers that are making it. We have seamstresses. Now we have fashion designers. We also have the seamstresses. We have, in any occupation that you take yourself to do, don't look down on yourself. Everybody has a craft that they've been blessed with. Everybody has a talent. Everybody has a skill. Once you nurture it and you grow it and you decide to put your best version forward, the sky is just going to be your limit and you're going to make it. So success is not defined by just formal education, as some people might put it, but it is driven, I believe, by purpose and passion. Thank you.
Okay, growing up, who are some of the people that stood out for you, that were some of them that you looked up to, and yes, they motivated you?
Okay, so I had my dad who impacted me so much. The late Sir Cecil Jones Attuquayefio, rest in peace. He was someone that loved reading. He loved it when you learn. And he was very passionate about everything that he set out to do. And discipline was his hallmark. So once you grow up with this man, there is no way you will not be self-driven, motivated, and disciplined in your way of life, because you have to sleep at a certain time. You have to wake up at a certain time. You need to read newspaper. You need to and still get your chores done. And still be you. You understand? Okay. So like there was no time for mediocrity whatsoever. Okay. And then my mom, who was also a worker, as a public servant, and she went all out to make sure that she supported my dad. She was always there for us as children. Okay, so they really motivated me as a young lady, and growing up I knew that I had to strive, and the only thing that my parents could do for me was to put me in school, right? The rest was up to me.
Yeah.
What do I want to be? I had to drive myself to get it. Okay, so they motivated me to believe in myself and to go into my dad used to say that you can be anything you want to be. You are your competition. When you look in the mirror, who do you see? The person you see is your competition. No one else matters, just the person in the mirror. So if you don't like what you see in the mirror, you are the only one that can change it. And that has been my driving force.
Wow. It's amazing as a young woman like me, see people like you continue bridging the gap that is between men and women and changing the narrative about society. And I'm so proud of it. And Ladies Wing is a show that is ensuring that the bridged gap stays like that. There's no way that we get to a point where we think that they are better than us or we cannot do anything. That's the purpose of the show. So to the young lady that is watching us, as Lady Rita Bruce, what would you tell her?
Okay. So to every young lady out there, I want you to know that you can do it. You were born to do it, and the sky is just the beginning. Don't let anyone, anything, or society put you down or tell you that you cannot do it. You have to motivate yourself. You have to tell yourself that I've got this. Even when you fall and the whole place looks dark and bleak, still keep going. Stand up, dust yourself. Where there are tears, you can cry a little, but don't give up on that faith and keep going. And let God be your anchor. Don't shiver. As for the storms, they will come, but be strong and courageous. Thank you.
It has been an amazing time with you. I've enjoyed every single part of this time, and you have really motivated me. Earlier, the conversation we had before is one that I'm going to really take into consideration. Thank you for this time. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Na. Thank you so much.
So this has been the Ladies Wing Show. I know it has been an entertaining and exciting time with Madam Lady Rita Bruce, and I know that you enjoyed this as much as I did. Catch us same time next week. YouTube at Kobe Confidence TV, Facebook the same name, Kobe Confidence, and on TikTok, Confidence TV. We promise to give you nothing but the best. Bye-bye.